Hi guys, I have made it to San Cristobal de las Casas. This city is located in the state of Chiapas, which is the most southern state of Mexico, and it is along the border of Guatemala. It is known for a lot of waterfalls and jungle, and I have been hustling to get all the best prices for the tours, to go see all the waterfalls, go to the jungle, and lots of other fun stuff. And I know it's only been a couple of hours of me walking around here, but I'm in love. It was love at first sight, okay? And I might even end up living here one day. I know it's early to say that this is a place I would like to live in, but in general it is one of the most inexpensive cities food-wise, and there are so many bakeries. I mean, I think that's what mostly convinces me, just seeing good bakeries around every corner. So yeah, I'm so excited. I've been so happy walking around here, and let's get ready to see more. I also just walked through a huge artisanal market, and so many beautiful artisanal products are sold there, and I have already made a list of things that I can justify buying. Honestly, the products are so beautiful. But before buying any souvenirs, I want to see where they are made. So tomorrow I really want to visit the local artisan villages and see what type of products are really from the region. I am now staying at Iguana's hostel, which is very close to the Santo Domingo church, which is where the artisan market is located. I wasn't supposed to stay in this hostel, but my reservation didn't go through at the other one. So I walked to the closest hostel that had good recommendations. Tomorrow I'll be moving to a hostel where my friends are staying. The first stop today is the pueblo of Zinacantan. In Zinacantan you can visit this beautiful church. I couldn't film anything inside, but the altars are beautifully decorated with lots of flowers that are grown here. We are about to go and see some people who are making artisanal products, and I'm very excited. Also, the village is located in the mountains and the nature around here is beautiful. We now visited another chapel, which is right next to the church, and whilst we were there, the community came inside all dressed up in their traditional clothes, and they had a whole basket with candles that they are now lighting, and it's honestly so beautiful to see. Obviously I couldn't film it, but I really do recommend you to take this tour because it's very impressive.
Pasan a su cocina, cualquier cosa que necesiten, yo estoy aquí afuera si necesitan.
Además arriba pues falta y un bordado de todo. También como en nuestro traje de nosotros, que también lo venden una blusa en 100 colores a cada ratito. Pues también te dan una vista, la columna, porque ahí
Y que las locas que se van con mucha chapi, ¿sí? ¿Mucha chapi?
There were lots of different products for sale in lots of different colors and patterns, so you will definitely find something you like. It is more expensive than at the market though. We then were invited into the kitchen where a girl was making fresh tortillas, and we got to taste some as a snack. We have arrived at the second village of today, which is called San Juan Chamula, and in this church you can witness a lot of indigenous rituals still, such as animal sacrifice. I'm very curious to see. They say that also people are drinking the local spirit, pox, inside. It is said to be very fascinating, so I can't take you inside, unfortunately. You'll have to do the tour yourself, but I'll tell you what I've seen once I get out. We have seen a lot of sheep already, black sheep in the community, because they use the fur to create these fluffy skirts that all the women are wearing. It is basically a really good material for the cold and also for the rain, and they are so amazing. I had already seen them in San Cristobal, and the women looked amazing. I was like, what is that skirt? It was unlike anything I had ever seen. So I really like them. I'll try to get some on video. Okay, I just went inside and I'm gonna tell you guys a bit about what goes on inside. So you go inside and there are a lot of pine needles on the floor. Basically, the indigenous people used to pray to their gods in the mountains before there were churches. And now that they pray in the church, they bring the mountains to the church. The whole church is filled with candles and every single saint has its own spot. You see people drinking there, which is basically a way of burping out the bad. People mainly come there to kind of get rid of a sickness and pray for someone in the family or themselves to get better. Also, what they do with the animal sacrifices, it's always a chicken for the females and a rooster for the men. And they just kind of put the chicken around the person to take away all the badness, and then they sacrifice the chicken to get rid of it. We didn't get to see it today, which I don't mind. But it was very interesting to see. Also, a lot of people are inside because it has been a very special day of a certain virgin. So a lot of people were celebrating at the moment. And also the men were dressed up with those sheep's clothing. So they have a whole outfit out of it. And not only black, the men can also wear white. Women can because of their periods. It was honestly so fascinating to see. I was gutted that I couldn't even take one picture, but they say that you go to jail if you do. And I prefer spending the night at the hostel I have booked. The tour started at 9:30 and we arrived back at the city at 1:30. I then went to the pharmacy to pick up some medicine for a friend that has food poisoning. She's also a content creator and she's creating content about Mexico as well. She's called Rachel and you should definitely follow her and check her videos out as well. I'll leave them in the description below. As you might be able to tell, I am out of breath because I am walking up to the viewpoint of the Iglesia Guadalupe. There's actually not much of a view because there are just too many trees in the way. Well, there was some view, but I knew it could be better. And lo and behold, not much after, my friends from Puerto Escondido asked me to meet up at a better viewpoint. Happy to be reunited, we watched an amazing sunset over the city from La Maldita Restaurant. We all stayed at Puerta Vieja Hostel, where breakfast and dinner are included, for only 8 euros. The next day, my friend Yara and I went shopping at the artisan market, and after spending some money, we had a delicious elote. The next excursion I went on was booked through the hostel. You can't miss this when you are in San Cristobal. We went on an incredible boat tour through the Sumidero Canion. This breathtaking canyon is home to spider monkeys and crocodiles, but also a lot of different bird species, and we were lucky to see the waterfalls at their best during rainy season. We then went up to 3 different viewpoints, and from this perspective the canyon is even more impressive. We ended the tour in Chiapas de Corzo, where we had lunch at a local market before returning. Good morning! It is 7:45 in the morning and I am on my way to go on an excursion to El Chiflon waterfall and Montebello Lakes. My friend went yesterday and the pictures look unreal, so I'm so excited. Let's go! I got the best seat in the minivan, and after 2 hours we could see the waterfall, and wow! I couldn't wait to get closer. I quickly started walking along the river to get to the waterfalls. The river itself was already impressive, and not far from the start of the path I saw a white-nosed coati. I really wanted to see one. Hey guys, we have made it to the waterfall. Excuse the noise of the river, it is rainy season, so there is a lot of water coming down. I now have to hike about 1.2 kilometers to reach the main waterfall. Wish me luck, because it's a lot of steps and it's a very high way up. I already saw a Mexican mammal that I really wanted to see, so I'm so excited. I was like, gotcha! We only have 2 hours and my friends told me that you need to go directly to the big waterfall, so you have time to take pictures and stuff. Otherwise, you don't have enough time. Also, we are one of the first people to have arrived. That's the first waterfall. But let's keep moving. There it is! Switching to GoPro because it's getting too wet. Okay, so I just went to the closest viewpoint and we got completely wet. Unfortunately, because of the rainy season, the water that is right in front of me isn't turquoise blue. It's rather a green color, but at least it's not brown. It still looks so beautiful, and because of the rain, the waterfall is extra impressive. I guess I have another reason to come back to see the turquoise blue water. I mean, I think I should make a list because I have so many reasons already. It's unavoidable now. Okay, that was so cool. I really loved it. I'm a bit gutted that the water isn't turquoise blue, but like I said, it doesn't cost much. I paid 280 pesos, so I can easily come back when I finally decide to move to San Cristobal. I had plenty of time, to be honest, with the 2 hours that we were given to climb up and also take pictures of the other waterfalls. But I can imagine that when the water is turquoise blue and you can swim as well, that 2 hours might not be enough. We then drove another hour to get to the Montebello Lakes. The first one we stopped at was Lake Pojo. We just went on a boat trip of about an hour on the lake, and we went to a cenote and also to an island where we could swim, and there are orchids and it's really beautiful, but I thought it was included and we had to pay extra for it. Not that it was a lot, it was only 150 pesos, but still. We also had lunch here. The options were very limited, but it was good anyways. It's quite a windy day today. Yesterday my friend Yada did the same excursion and the water surface was a lot more flat, so it was a lot more easy to see through it. If you want to, you can stay in a cabana on the lake, but I would recommend doing the tour because the tour pretty much takes you to all the most important lakes instead of having to organize the transportation by yourself. This is the international lake. As you can see, there is a cord with some balls on it that divides Mexico and Guatemala. I am on the border. Look, as you can see right there and back there. I'm in Guatemala now. When you go up the steps, you reach a little market and they have Guatemalan products, a lot of liquors that you can try. There is actually an hour time difference between Mexico and Guatemala. In Guatemala, it's 1 hour earlier than in Mexico. We are ending the day at the 5 lakes, which are really beautiful as well. And now we are in for a long drive home that'll probably take about 3.5 hours. Before ending the video, I thought I would share some of my favorite places in San Cristobal. First of all, the place to have a drink is La Viña de Bacco. There you can have a tapas with every single drink that you buy for free. And a glass of wine costs as little as 25 pesos. The best Italian food by far is at Trattoria Catanzaro, where an actual Italian nonno gets you the best Italian food. Definitely try the pasta with salmon and cream sauce. Oh my goodness. The best bakery by far is Ulala. There they have this chocolate bread with almond cream, and as soon as I found that, I told my family, like, this is it, I'm staying here forever. But they convinced me that I should just bring the recipe home and ask the local baker to make them. Okay then. Some budget-friendly restaurants are Tani Perla for regional options. At La Lupe, I had the biggest burrito of my life. At La Tertulia, I had very good waffles, and they have pancakes and pasta and so much more for a very cheap price. When I needed a taste from home, I went to Frida's Frites, where they had French fries in a big bag with lots of different sauces that were from Holland, and also some meat croquettes, and yeah, a lot of tastes from home that really filled me with a lot of joy, but was also really cheap. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification to see my next Mexico videos. I will be going to Palenque for many more incredible waterfalls and also my first Mayan ruins. I then end up at the coast on the other side of the country. So subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!